Hello. Hello. I don't know if the audio sounds really sped up or not, but it seems like it's going really fast.
I just want you to know nobody's in
I
here
know.
because we didn't preset this. What do you mean my verification failed?
Let's see. There's Stacy.
Hi, Stacy.
I was just about to try and find a link and put it in the thing.
Oh, that's probably a good idea.
Here we go. I'm going to try that. Let's see. Share. Copy link. Facebook.
Oh, I just did that. Oh, the back. I don't have a picture of the back of it.
We're really distracted. We'll be with you. We'll be with you shortly. There's some cold ones down here in the bottom.
Hi, Gina. Oh my goodness.
There we go. Okay, I think it's posted, so maybe that'll help. Oh, that's a look.
What, for me?
For me. I'm like,
I mean, what's new?
wow. How's everybody doing? Apparently, I got to get like.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get in the camera.
You're in the camera, Matt.
I'm like hanging off the edge, man.
Passport. Upload file.
So,
photo library. Albums.
So we're spending this weekend focused on trying to find a house to rent. So we're booking all these appointments to go tomorrow. I don't know if you've been in the house rental business lately, but it's kind of interesting the way it works because you find these properties on like Zillow is a reptile company. And then you like put in your information and then you can go to the property by yourself and then they send you like a code that unlocks the door. It's real high tech. It's kind of fun. Honestly, it's kind of fun looking up all these different places and finding them and checking them out. And some of them are like, "Oh, that's cool." And others are like, "Oh, that was not what they advertised." But it's, it's kind of good. We've been doing this for a little bit, but we couldn't really rent anything because it was too far out. It's like a weird dilemma with renting houses where once you apply, they want you to like move in like 15 days, but we still have a lease until the end of June. So anyway, that's our rock and roll story. How's everybody doing out there tonight? Let me go back up to the top of the chat. I know we said hi to Stacy and Gina already. Hello, Stacy and Gina already. Didn't know that was your last name. Anyway. Okay, J&S Adventures, Bon Beanie, Todd. Of course, Bon Beanie to Stacy and Gina, too. Didn't mean to exclude them from the Bon Beanies. Sounds like a band. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, the Bon Beanies. And then we got JT in the house. How are you staying awake over there, JT? Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I thought he said good morning for a second. It's not Sean. JT, I'm drinking that rum that you disowned. I like it. It's all right. Bon Beanie Meg stopping in to say hi. We're headed to dinner. Paul says hi. Hello, Paul. Bon Beanie to you too, sir. And you guys have a you guys have a fantastic dinner. Enjoy yourselves. Let's see what else we got going on here. Whoa, look at that. We've got the one and only Professor Travo in the house. Scott Saltman, Bon Beanie, buddy. We were talking about you today in a good way. We're just saying how happy we were you guys were going on the wedding cruise with us.
And your new name is Ferdinand.
Yeah, my mom couldn't remember your names for a second. She was like, don't tell me because I'm my mother's son. And then she said, somebody in Ferdinand, and Kimbra thinks they're great names.
I just can't remember them.
I can't speak to anything of that. But they were fun names. Let's see. Matt, you still sound congested. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel sick at all. I was sick. Like I missed day of work.
Yeah.
And I was definitely sick, and I'm still a little I'm still a little congested, but I feel fine. I'm definitely on the back end of it. Because my energy levels pretty close to normal. I mean, I had a real busy day today, and I'm still kicking. So, which one? The first time I think we hung out with you guys at your townhouse, and you were like, "Do you like this rum?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's good." And you gave me the bottle. It's like
the Viking rum.
no,
No.
I don't think it's Viking rum. It's like it's
Oh.
got like a Hawaiian sounding name.
Yeah.
I think it's like a dark rum.
Yeah, that was a good rum.
We still. Oh, I mean, we still have it. That's what I'm drinking now.
Yeah, it's a good rum. I'm so frustrated with this. I'm sorry.
She's trying to get us an appointment to go see a house tomorrow, and they're like, their technology doesn't work. It's like freezing up on her and crap. Kim Pratt and the Bond Beanies. That's good. I like that. Cruise Nuts, Bond Beanie. Reno says hi because I don't know why. He's been out. Ferdinand, look, take it up with my mom, Scott. I don't know. I don't know where she pulled those names. They sounded like royalty though when she said them.
I wish I could remember the other one because she said it so, like she's like, the boys, and then she just said it, and I was like, those are great names.
They sounded regal. If my mom gets on here, then we'll ask her and see if she remembers what she said. She may not.
Okay. What have I missed here? I want to be part of this.
We'll be part of it.
I am. You said hi to JNS Adventures?
Yes.
And Todd?
Yes.
Also, Todd just sent me a really cool picture of something he 3D printed.
Oh.
I need to pull out the 3D printer again and print some stuff. Okay. Hi, Megan Paul.
They're going to dinner.
Oh, enjoy your dinner. What are you having?
Mm-hmm.
We had Texas Roadhouse tonight.
Oh, yes, we did.
Hello, Scott. And Kevin, if you're there. And if you're not there, then Scott, say hi to Kevin. JT, what up, homie?
He says, what's up, HT?
Oh. Okay, well, I just said anyway.
Meg's telling me to feel better soon. Yeah, I feel all right. I feel okay. I don't feel ill at all. I still have a little bit of the rough voice there. Like,
hi, Cruise Nuts. I am honored, Prince Ferdinand and Maui. Kevin the Great. Yes.
Meg says, I am drinking a Lima, like Peru, or Lima, like Mexico. I don't know. Porter. Intriguing.
Todd says, my mother-in-law called me Steve for the first 5 years. I mean, Steve and Todd basically sound the same.
Do they?
No.
Okay, I'm getting caught up. Yes, Texas Roadhouse.
It was good. And I limited myself to 2 rolls.
Yes. Captain Billy's in the house. Bond Beanie Captain Billy says, ahoy there. Everybody, ahoy there. Kimbra and Matt. The captain is here.
Oh,
JT, I made chorizo con huevos tonight.
Where was my invite?
Okay, chorizo's sausage and huevos is eggs.
So
what is the con part? Is
with?
That chorizo and eggs? Okay. Oh yeah, we just went over that. We just
watched something.
We did, yeah, we did that. Hey, hello, Gaylors. Bombini to the Gaylors. Yes, Texas Roadhouse. Sounds so good. It was so good.
It's delicious.
We went because we thought we'd get the early bird special, but they don't do that on Friday. So, but it was only a few dollars more. So, not a big deal.
Did I tell you I was successful?
Oh, were you?
I got it.
Oh, well, here, let me update my list then.
Oh, did you write down the last one?
Any time?
Yes.
And
AMH.
Oh, it's another AMH.
Uh-huh.
Okay. The trouble you're having.
I know. It just made me do extra stuff.
Okay, so we have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 properties to look at tomorrow. Cool.
And it would be amazing if we liked one of them.
Yeah. I mean, they all look promising.
Yeah.
Like we've sifted through.
There are a
few.
couple of them that were like, that's really interesting.
Yeah, there's one especially that's got a real interesting layout, and it could be really cool, or it could be like we walk in and walk out. I don't know what it's going to be yet.
Oh, geez, people have been saying things. Where are we at?
I don't even know.
Meg said we're going to have a big old salad at the pub.
Okay.
You're gonna have like lots of unhealthy dressing in it or something, because that would make it tastier. Captain Billy said we ate Chinese tonight. I had honey chicken. Yum.
Okay. All right.
JT said I'll make that when you guys are here next.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
Sold.
That's a plan.
And I'll eat it. I was gonna say something clever, but it didn't work. So eat it is what I got.
I'm laughing at the professor's snide little Florida remark there.
You live in Florida, isn't every day the early bird special? Only if you get there before 3:00. Cruise talk. JT said, what areas? Brandon down to Apollo Beach.
Yeah, I'd say Valrico.
We've got one in Brandon.
And
we've got one in Plant City. We just started looking in that area.
Yep.
So there might be a couple more.
My goal is to visit at least 10 houses tomorrow. And then if we don't find something tomorrow, to try and see if we can find any more available for Sunday.
Yeah, well, there's a couple more that become available over the next week.
Right.
So if we like just totally fail, hopefully one of those work out.
Yeah, because we really want to get going on it. We'd like to get our move-in date.
Meg says we had for lunch and ate too much. We need something lighter for dinner. Okay. I recommend air then. It's the lightest. Or feathers.
Helium. Hydrogen. Bonvini, really great of travel. How are you?
Blaine.
Or Blaine, okay.
So you need a printer room, aquarium, reptile room, and maybe a bedroom.
Yes, that's kind of,
we also need an arts and crafts room.
Well, could be the printer room. We just need storage for the arts and crafts mostly.
Yeah, that's true. Like a closet.
And the garage, it might be the printer room.
Depending on.
For resin printers, at least.
Yeah.
And then, and we need like a studio space so we don't have to like break down and set up every time.
Right.
That's a lot.
Because the podcast matters. Or YouTube, since it hasn't been put out as an audio podcast in
a year.
Let's see. 7 to 10 is a lot. Indeed it is. But I really want to find something.
Yeah, but we've done like 5 in like part of a day.
Yeah.
So a lot of them are fairly close together. So, and we usually, when we go to these houses, we're there for probably like maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Maybe.
Or less if it's one we don't like.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can knock that out. The cool thing is you just go whenever with most of these. And then when you get there, you just let them know you're there with like, it's all automated and they open it up. It's kind of cool.
JT says, let me know how tomorrow goes. If we're done, we might be really hungry and need some
chorizo con huevos.
My mom says, I don't know how to see comments or comment. I was on YouTube. Well, that's how you do it.
Yeah, that is how you do it. But you know what? If she's on like, no, she should be able to see comments.
I just sent her the link.
I put the link in the YouTube.
Well, she couldn't figure it out.
That's YouTube. The Facebook group.
Facebook group. Where's the share? Close. Copy link. Close.
How was everybody's week?
Paste.
My week was okay, other than being sick for half of it.
Phone. Well, why is he barking?
I don't know why he's barking.
Who wants to come take Reno for a couple weeks? Todd, Tampa has been our favorite port in Florida, but Universal Studios was our favorite spot in Florida. Okay. That's good to know. I mean, right now the Tampa port is like a flipping mess with the parking situation and stuff, but yeah, glad to hear. Yeah, I mean, I will say, like, as far as like ports in Florida where you can like just walk around and do stuff, I think Tampa's probably the best. I mean, you can't do that in Canaveral. You can't do that in Miami. You can't do that in Fort Lauderdale. You can't do that in Jacksonville. That's it. That's all the ports in Florida. So, yeah, absolutely. And I am wearing my Universal themed shirt today.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not kind of universal. Scott Saltzman. I think I said Scott's Saltman. Scott Saltman. The Professor Travel. Who is ready for their next cruise? This guy. When is your next cruise? Like tomorrow?
It's like in a week or something.
I know it's coming up. It's coming up.
I'm trying to teach my mother how to chat.
Gina's here on her own account.
Hello,
Begin
Gina.
again, Gina.
Weeks. What does weeks mean?
Weeks.
Oh, days. Yes. Weeks. No. I've missed something. Can you ship Reno? I mean, I can. No guarantee how he'll arrive.
Meg says, I really do love the Tampa port, even though they were convinced that I had scissors that I did not. Okay. Send Reno to Reno. That's what Captain Billy says.
Reno, you want to go to Reno?
Hey, and give him some money. Maybe he can, feed the slot machine or something.
We tried to get him a job.
I don't know why he is barking. Because you took him out like right before this, right?
Yeah.
Bon Beanie Ed.
Hello, Ed.
Thank you again. Do we want to share that now?
Do you want to show it?
Should we save that?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I said,
do you want to put them in there and show it?
Yeah. Oh, we could do that. Do we want to do that right now?
I don't know. Do you want to do that?
Oh. Ed, should we do that?
Should we do that?
I don't know.
Let us know.
Okay. 2 weeks for the Professor.
Okay.
JT, we haven't cruised out of Tampa yet. We're always looking for newer ships. Well, you won't find them in Tampa.
Meg, we saw you running with them. Don't lie. So my mom got me a card one year for my birthday. So she used to get me cards all the time with Hoops and Yo-Yo. Do you know Hoops and Yo-Yo?
Mm-mm.
It's like the little pink and green bunny characters. But you opened up their cards and it was either them shouting something or singing something or something. And one of them was like, happy birthday, have fun. And you opened up and it said, don't have too much fun though. And it was them running around with scissors and it said, running with scissors, running with scissors.
JT said they can watch him for a couple days, but not weeks.
I'm just tired of him wanting to go out all the time.
It's a lot.
So
it's a lot.
So
Old
now
dog must pee.
Yeah.
But I really don't know why he's barking now. Does he need food or water or something?
No, I provided those to him.
So he
hasn't pooed though.
Oh.
We've walked, but he hasn't done it.
Well,
probably because he's not eating.
Okay, next cruise is the inaugural cruise of the Carnival of Venezia. Starts in Barcelona, then goes to a couple of additional Spanish ports, Portugal, crossing the Atlantic, then to Nova Scotia, and end in New York City. Well, that's pretty awesome. Looking forward to seeing that content on the Venezia. Todd's next cruise is on Wonder of the Seas in 57 days. Wow. That's not too far off either. Running with scissors. Zoomy wants out all the time too.
And if I had a backyard fenced, I would totally not care.
Well, you will in a month or less.
I know.
Kona is with Danny now, so we can watch a couple of days. Oh. I think she was joking, but we do appreciate the offer.
He's just annoying me tonight.
Yeah, he's just been rubbing her the wrong way. Ed says, whenever you want, Anita is with the grandkids having fun tonight.
What do you think, Matt?
That's up to you.
It's up to you.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Wedding-related things are up to you.
Well, this one is up to you.
That's not...
Too bad. Because nobody's seen yours. Do you want to see his?
That's not really true.
How many of them have seen yours?
None of the people here have seen mine.
My
We're
friend.
talking about my ring, right?
Yeah. Your finger ring.
Wow. My friends have a sheep farm and they teach herding. If you want to ship in Minnesota, we can ship his butt off. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hey, Todd, have you ever been to the Triple Rock in Minnesota? When in Minnesota and you have a drinking quota? I was listening to that song tonight and I was like, I wonder if Todd's ever been to the Triple Rock. Scott says, I just heard that Carnival is removing David from David's Steakhouse after a couple of passengers got upset over the nudity. Really? Like covering it wasn't enough?
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm glad I got to pinch his butt then.
Maybe they should get rid of the mirrors too so they don't accidentally see their own human body because, you know, the human body is such a vulgar thing. Sorry, don't get me riled up, Scott. Hey, we'll behave ourselves. Well, she will. You guys have fun, Meg. Don't behave yourself, Meg.
Enjoy your salad.
JT, next cruise is Carnival Celebration 9923 ABC with you guys and Stacy and Gina.
And Gina.
That's going to be fun. How many days is that? It's a lot of days.
120.
120 days. It's like 2 hours worth of days.
What?
In minutes. JT says TMI.
Oh.
You know, 120 minutes.
Got it. I figured it out.
Used to be a show called 120 Minutes on MTV.
Yeah.
It had all the new wave-ish.
I don't know if my mom figured out how to get on here. So
Captain Billy, 155 days until back-to-back. Oh, I've never done a back-to-back. On the Carnival Celebration, 6 days until I fly to Fort Worth, Texas for the PBR World Finals. Like Pabst Blue Ribbon Finals? What is the PBR World Finals? I don't know what that means. JT doesn't want to see Mats. You don't know what you're missing. Bombini, Michelle Ryder, first time visiting. Next cruise is Wonder.
I think that says Michael.
It does say Michael. I apologize, Michael. Bombini, Michael. I can't read. First time visiting. Next cruise is Wonder of the Seas, September 24th. Thanks to D from Para DJ Travel. Oh, how is everyone? We are well. And that's awesome. Yeah. We love D&J. Yes, a long time ago. I don't. Oh, you've been to the Triple Rock. Okay. Seeing double at the Triple Rock. We're still here watching Patty talk. Let's see. David's Steakhouse is turning into Fahrenheit 555. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but also kind of boring because do we have to name everything the same on all the ships? I don't know. I get it. It's like a brand thing, but it was kind of cool that it stood out as something different. Whatever. I'm not gonna die on that mountain hill or whatever it is. Too many days. Too many. On a side note, we just made gold on Carnival and we'll make platinum by November. You're going from gold to platinum in like less than a year? That's a lot of cruising, buddy. PBR equals PBR. Well, come around here if you want to. What does that mean, JT? PBR equals PBR.
Professional bull riding.
Oh, and I thought you were talking about cheap beer. Okay, all right. Apparently I'm the only one that doesn't know this because Captain Billy, of course, he knows it because he's going, and Stacy knows it, and JT knows it, and Stacy, we've been on 3 back-to-back. Oh, not bull rides. But back-to-back cruises. Ed's next cruise is in 133 days on the Mardi Gras.
That's 13 days after our celebration cruise.
Oh, and about a month before our wedding cruise?
Approximately.
Speaking of Ed Roddy and our wedding cruise, we reached out to Ed and asked him to do us a favor and make us a ring box.
Sorry, real quick. JT said, how the hell does Kimber know that? I read it like from the comments. I said it as if I just knew.
What the bull riding?
Professional bull. Yeah, I
Oh,
read it. I didn't
yeah.
actually know that.
She doesn't really. Yeah. No. Anyway, we asked him if he would make us a ring box for our 2 rings, since I've finally got a ring, and he obliged, and he already finished it, and he shipped it to us, and I have it in my hand. You can't see it because it's below the camera, but I'm going to show it to you because it's really freaking cool. But first, I'm going to look at it because I haven't seen it with the rings in there. Oh, that looks so nice.
I know.
Oh, I wish you guys could see this. I guess you could.
You turned that. That was like sitting there. I mean, you can push it over.
Well, it was.
Oh,
like,
is it wrong?
Well, no, it's fine. It was like it was leaning.
Oh, I feel like it's leaning now.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's good.
Is it leaning?
They don't know because I haven't shown
I
you.
know.
So here, let me show you this first. Okay, here is the box. Okay, it's got, signature Roddy woodworking, kind of cool
Design.
Curvature and design to it. And then on the top, he has laser etched, I think, this really cool sunset heart motif with the 2 dolphins. Very appropriate for the 2 of us, I think. And then on the front right there, he's got our future wedding date, Matt and Kimbra, in the correct order.
Well.
November 4th, 2023. And then it opens up. Boop. It's got little magnets there. Very nice. It's got a little pink in there. And there, oh, look at that. There are the rings. They're a little blurry. I don't know if it's because my face is in it.
Was it my face?
Or what?
Oh, that may have fixed it. Yeah. It's our faces.
Go look at my face. So, yeah. Of course, she got her ring a while ago. And then we found one with a matching blue diamonds, green clovers. No, just blue diamonds. So, yeah. So that's really cool. I mean, this is like, it's a nice, cool, solid wooden box. Very unique, very us. I have no idea how he did like the hinges and stuff. It just boggles my mind how that even works. But very cool. So, I mean, we've already said thank you, but I'll say it again because we really do appreciate it. It means a lot to us. Custom like this is always cooler anyway, but especially this is
well,
very
I was looking on Amazon for something because he didn't have his ring and I was going to get something for myself. And then we found a ring for him and I was like, man, it'd be really cool if we could have a cute little box. So I was looking on Amazon and I was like, man, this is okay. And then I looked at Matt and I was like, I wonder if Ed could make something really cool. And he did. There's a lot of comments that we missed.
Well, let me just say Bombini to Eric B. And how about that dolphin schedule? Not too bad, huh, Eric? I like that. I like the order it's in. Bull riding aficionado.
Todd said that Patty is looking up the cruise on the celebration on September 9th. Looks like it's sold out.
Oh, okay. Captain Billy says Mardi Gras was great, but I think I like Celebration a little bit better. And I think this is what Michael's replying to. I disagree, Captain. The fortune teller was awesome on Mardi Gras. Celebration won't have it. Yeah, I am. That's kind of where I think I'm going to fall as well, Michael, because I really. This better be Michael. This is how I spell Michael, right? And I love the fortune teller bar. It wasn't my favorite drinks, honestly, weren't at the fortune teller, like flavor wise.
Siegfried and Ferdinand.
Siegfried and Ferdinand. Is my mom on here?
Mm-hmm.
Siegfried is a cool name.
It is.
That is a cool name. Like Siegfried the sea monster. That is an awesome box. Thank you. Give him props. Yeah. Appreciate that. I prefer the vibe on Mardi Gras. Been on Mardi Gras 5 times. So yeah, I think they're going to be very similar. I don't know. It's weird. It's like Vista and Horizon. They're almost the same, but they're not. But I don't know.
I've never been on 2 of the same class ship.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, that'll be an interesting comparison for you then. Faux show. Faux show. Oh, look at that. Oh, your mom loves the box too.
It's a cute box.
It is cute.
It's very nice.
Very nice. You know, it's just so cool that we have friends like you guys that we can hang out with, and such talent in this chat right now. So many talented people that make things, create things. And if you don't, I'm not down on you. You're helping encourage the creators to create. It's a good thing. But a lot of creative people in this chat. All right, such a nice friend to be so thoughtful, right? JT, I always appreciate things that people make by hand, right? It's just better that way. And Ed says, you're welcome. Well, thank you. There's Mama Sandy. Happy early Mother's Day again. I already told you that today, Mom, but still. And happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there, since we won't be on Sunday. Mom is the most important job on the planet. So thank you for doing it. Awesome job. A fantastic job at that. Only been on Mardi Gras one time. I want to try different ships. Yeah. We're talking about the Mardi Gras. Vibe was a little off. I love it. I think he's talking about the box.
Or the names.
Oh, or the names. Yes,
it could be
the
either.
Names. Could be both. Could be either. Eric B says, I like it. I may go to LA week 1. Oh, but either way, I get off the carnival celebration in time for the Dolphins-Patriots game. Oh,
the game in Germany, we will be on our wedding cruise. So we'll get to watch that game in the morning of our first sea day.
Yeah.
Probably in the sports bar.
We'll be watching in the sea, at the sea.
And we'll eat some sausages.
Some Wiener Schnitzel.
For breakfast.
Oh yeah,
because it'll be at 9:30.
Maybe I'll at least have some like beans and toast. I know that's like a British thing.
We can take it to the sports bar and eat our breakfast.
I don't know if the sports bar will be open at that time.
Well, they've got to have the TVs on.
They might. Yeah.
There's a Dolphins game.
It'll be on somewhere on the ship, I think. Hopefully. My mom says I should have named you Ferdinand Siegfried. Okay. All right, Mom, if that's what you say. I mean, that's
much
fine.
harder to say than Matt.
Yeah, then you wouldn't always make me give my name when we have to give.
That's true.
You're always like, give your name. They won't understand Kimbra.
Well, they don't.
Half the time I say Matt, and they think I say Mark
or Max.
Or Max. Max. That's what they think I say, not Mark. Max.
Like, whose name is Max?
I mean, there are Maxes.
Yeah, there's so many more Matts.
The Maxes are maxed out. Yes, Kevin makes earrings. I create trouble. You create content. I colored a picture on our cruise. I even stayed in the lines. Hey, staying in the lines is not required, my friend. But you also create content and fun. The most important thing is that we are going to be with old and new friends. Oh, right. I like that.
Matt's the old one and I'm the new one.
No, we're gonna equal friends as far as time goes with JT. I think you're talking about Stacy and Gina.
I was talking about age.
I know what you were talking about.
I'm just kidding.
Thank you, son, and Kimbra. Ed says, now I can start making wedding presents. What should I make? Oh my goodness. You know, Ed, I'm not going to fight you on that, but I also just want you to know that
it's not necessary.
It's not expected at all. Please, please, please don't ever think that that we expect anybody to give us anything, to make us anything. At the same time, we love it when you do. But no, I mean that sincerely in both respects. Going to Germany next month. Wish I was going to that game. That would be interesting to see a game in Frankfurt.
You just skipped.
Did I? I don't know. The chat must have skipped.
No, this is what you just read. You skipped 2 and you clicked the next one.
I skipped this. Did I skip this,
yes.
Kimbra? Oh, sorry.
Did you do that purposely?
No. I think it like spun on me a little bit. Because I saw this one, but I didn't see that one.
Me and JT are going to be drinking buddies on this cruise.
Cruise director on the Pride called him Captain Willie. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe he was referring to your Willie.
Oh.
Has anyone seen the Captain's Willie? He was he was British. Condensation dripping on my knees. It is cold. It is cold. Oh, you saw the Dolphin Saints in London in 2017? That's pretty cool. Eric, you should come down. We should go to a Dolphins game.
Can I go?
Yeah, you can go.
I want to wear my Tua jersey.
Scott says, LOL, Captain Willie, I love it. Cheerios and Frosted Flakes. Yes. I did enjoy him. Joey was a good cruise director. I did think he did a good job. Mm-hmm. He was the right amount of cheesy humor, wit, friendly. Yeah, he's a good cruise director.
He's memorable.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have some that are not memorable.
Yeah. Oh, that was weird.
What?
That drink tasted like butane.
That's weird.
I know. It's been really good, but then I just got like a butane flavor. Like I just feel like I just took a swig off a Zippo.
Kimbra as drinking buddies. Sold. We'll take her.
And Stacy, you and I can stay sober and
with Jen.
Huh?
With Jen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just left her out.
Well, I was referring to this comment. Wow.
Speaking of Gina,
wow.
So
how do you know Jen doesn't want to be part of the drinking? I don't. Okay.
Speaking of Gina, since we are now in May, I actually almost took the gnomes down, but I really like them, so I didn't.
JT, Kimbra's getting all into football now. I've turned her to the dark side. She's become a Dolphins fan.
I requested to watch the draft.
She did. She wanted to watch the draft. So that's
and we watched the schedule,
which release. that was a waste of time.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So
we watched the draft, and Matt's like, I didn't think you'd want to watch this, and I was like, can't really tell you why.
It's weird. It's weird that I like football so much, but
here's the thing. Last season, you said I want to watch the Dolphins games, and I said, okay. We'll get all the ridiculously priced subscriptions so that we can watch all the games because they are ridiculously priced.
Mm-hmm. Especially when we have access to the majority of them in Tampa.
And if we do that, I am going to commit to get into football. And we are not only going to watch the Dolphins games, but I'm also going to watch the Colts games because I'm supposedly a Colts fan from birth. I was born into it.
She's got a horseshoe tattooed on her butt.
And a dolphin on the other cheek.
All right. Michael says, I live in North Carolina. Sad to see Charleston Port is closing. Was so close to jump on a quick cruise. Well, Michael, just move to Florida, man. I mean, that's the thing about living in Florida.
In Tampa. Well, I mean, Florida in general.
Anywhere. But
Tampa's nice because we can just jump on the Paradise.
But if you're Central Florida-ish.
Oh, yeah.
You've got access to
all of them.
All of them. Yeah.
Yeah, sports ball. That's what everything else is. The only thing that's not sports ball is Dolphins games. Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, this really turned on me.
Is it the melted ice that did it?
I don't know. Something went off in this. Tastes fine to you?
Yeah.
No, maybe it's just me. I was really enjoying it, and then all of a sudden, JT wants to see the horseshoe and the dolphin.
Interesting, because he doesn't want to see your stuff, but he wants to see my horseshoe and dolphin.
I mean, it's not really that. I mean, that would make
Because
sense,
I'm really
right?
cool.
Because you're really cool.
I'm gonna draw a horseshoe and a dolphin
on your butt.
on my butt.
That'd be interesting. You gonna draw that in a mirror? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's not Bruegel. No, it's not as good as
Bruegel's pretty good.
Yeah, we like Bruegel.
On MSC, we discovered that Bruegel was our rum of choice. That ship.
On the ship. Yeah, I was gonna say it's no Papa's.
No.
But
it's better than Myers.
Myers, yeah, we didn't like Myers. Myers was like
Myers was nasty. 1833 is so good. We haven't had that one yet.
No? We had
extra anejo.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Drink more of it and it'll taste better.
It's kind of the opposite's going on for me here. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah. I don't know. Interesting.
I heard MSC got slapped down for some violations. Oh.
Really? I have not, to be honest, I haven't really kept up with the cruise news. I did see that a pilot over in, I think, Japan, maybe, or China, somewhere in Asia, I think, died getting onto a Disney princess, or on or off.
Onto a Disney princess.
Well, yeah. I don't want to make light of that. No, on a Disney ship. On a Disney ship.
Was it Snow White?
Let's behave ourselves. The man is dead. But yes,
you said it.
He fell while he was climbing back onto the pilot boat. From the ship, Kimbra.
Beauty.
My goodness.
Not Rapunzel.
You're horrible. I'm picking up some BBD rum in St. Thomas in October. I thought that was isn't that a Grand Cayman thing? Is that in St. Thomas too? I thought BBD was, I know it's Grand Cayman because that's where the statues are, and that's where I get my hot sauce from, but.
Captain Billy said Disney Princess, Pocahontas?
Oh. Oh. You're all terrible.
So I'll let you finish this conversation.
They failed a CDC inspection. Huh. That's not good.
Huh. Meraviglia.
Health inspection.
Meraviglia.
I don't know how to say it. I'm not that cultured.
I have a really important question for you all. Okay? And I need an answer from everyone. A real serious question, okay? You can answer this too, but you have to let them answer first. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You're gifted an elephant. You cannot sell it or give it away. What do you do with it?
Like a life-size full adult elephant?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I've been doing interviews for an open position.
And that's what you're asking?
And that's one of the questions that I've asked.
Okay.
Maybe it was Snow White. She did live with 7 dwarfs, just saying.
I mean, I'd use mine for storage. It's got a big trunk. What you can't see is underneath the Y's, it says ass.
Elephant rides for the neighborhood.
Okay. Is it an Indian, Asian elephant, or is it an African elephant?
Meg sent me a picture for salad.
That's a salad. Not a skimpy salad. No, it's a proper salad. Rent him off. Eric says rent him off.
Okay.
JT says be right back, or he's going to do something with an elephant. My mom would put it in the field with the cows. That makes sense. Scott says, can I take it to a sanctuary? I can hear him saying that. Can I take it to a sanctuary? Can you hear Scott saying that?
I would say that's probably considered giving it away.
Well, not if you kept ownership of it, but the sanctuary took care of it. Okay. Captain Billy says, I would watch the Simpsons episode where Bart owns an elephant. What would Bart do? That's pretty good.
Oh my
Cook
gosh,
it and eat
Stacey.
it.
Emotional support elephant. I have my emotional support axolotl at work.
Well, could I also buy a rhino, and then I could say elephino. It's my ESE. Well, imagine we get like
elephant tacos.
we get
This has turned really bad.
we get radio calls when there's a service animal in the building. Like they have to radio all the departments. Education, there's a service dog in the building. Can you imagine if it was security to education? Just want to let you know we have a service elephant in the building.
We do allow like service ponies, like miniature ponies.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could have taken the cash, but he got Stampy instead.
I think that's a reference to the Simpson thing.
Oh.
And Bonbini to Ryan. I don't think we've said hello.
Oh, hello, Ryan.
To Ryan. Ryan.
Why do elephants need trunks? Because they don't have glove compartments. Don't you love where I've taken this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's fine. I've been talking about, for some reason, one of our classrooms has a picture of a Dumbo octopus on the wall. It's always there. But for some reason this week, I have had like 4 kids ask me about that. Like occasionally I get somebody asks me, what is that thing on the wall? But in 1 week, I've had 4 kids ask me what that is.
That's happened to me with my wrist tattoo. I've had this for 6 years, 5 or 6 years. And there was 1 week in particular that I think I had within 2 to 3 days, I had 6 people say, what's your tattoo? I'm like, I've had this for a long time. It's not new.
Stacy says, I would pay someone to take it since that's not selling it or giving it away.
Okay. I think that's, what's it called when you go around the rules the wrong way?
Cheating? A loophole?
Yeah. I mean, that's like,
he found a loophole.
That's like when field trip groups want to come in. So we do the education boat for 3rd grade and up. And when field trip groups are under 3rd grade and they want to do the boat, they just purchase general admission and take everyone on the boat. So it's kind of like, well, we don't allow that, but we're going to go around your system because that's what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. It's the quietest you've been in the last.
I just thought I'd sit here quietly for a minute and see what happens.
Oh, it's gonna just be quiet.
It just gets awkward.
I mean, my elephant question has kind of quieted down, so I'm out of questions now.
What if you had a badger? No, I'm just kidding.
We saw a badger at where did we go? Mikey. They had a badger.
Did they?
Yes. I spent a very long time watching it because it was amazing.
Badger it?
Oh, you don't remember the badger?
I don't. No. A large stuffed wooden badger.
This badger?
Oh, that's a badger. Oh, it looks like a angry mammal. Isn't
he cute?
He's adorable as he attacks a rock.
Aww.
He is. That is pretty cute, actually. I'll give you that.
Here, let me start it over so that they can all see it. And yeah, you're going to watch it on my phone. I mean, come on.
Oops, had to go the wrong. It's a little blurry, but
It is. I'm sorry. Well, it's cute.
it is cute.
I enjoy the badger.
A Wisconsin badger? Badgers? Badgers?
I tried giving a badger.
We
2
don't need no
different types
stinking
of
badgers.
Pet food, but he couldn't decide which to eat. Apparently, badgers can't be choosers. Did you guys go somewhere last Saturday? You mentioned doing something if Matt felt up to it.
Oh, we did. We went to Repticon in Bradenton, which is just a wee bit south of here, and I bought 2 snakes. So Florida banded water snakes. So they're inexpensive snakes, and I was able to get 2 of them, a male and a female.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully I can. They're not full adults yet.
Mm-mm.
They've got maybe a couple years. Probably a year, maybe 2. I don't know. And then hopefully they'll breed and I'll get babies. And then I don't know what I'll do with them. If you want a baby water snake, let me know. Or a tricolored hognose, or maybe a false water cobra.
Or a gargoyle gecko.
Gargoyle gecko.
Gargoyle gecko.
They're not baby snakes per se, Stacy, but they are.
They're
young.
Snakes.
They're young snakes.
They're teenage snakes.
Yeah, they're young. They don't get huge. Yes, Repticon, where the ducks were. JT, they had ducks
and quails.
Not a lot, just
and
one table. Just one table had a few birds.
Yeah,
it was not a great number. My mom, yay, baby snakes.
You should bring them in here.
Are
they sleeping?
I don't want to disrupt them because
you're going to do it this weekend.
I need to get that. Well, that is actually a fair point. I'm going to disrupt them this weekend.
Pretty big this weekend.
So I'll go see if one of them's up. I think the male has been out a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see. Unplug this so I don't knock the world over.
That's a good idea. Your butt was sweaty. I just touched your chair. So Matt's butt is sweaty. JT, we would like to check it out. The next Repticon is that we're going to go to is Tampa Repticon. It's June 10th, that weekend. And it's probably 2 to 3 times the size of the one in Bradenton. So it's pretty big. So you could probably go to that one. I don't know what they'll have there. Probably a lot of ball pythons. But they usually have a few other things too. I meant male and female, so you'll have baby snakes. Oh, you're getting her out.
Yeah, I got her out. Yeah.
Create a song, Baby Snakes, to the tune of Baby Sharks.
All right. So, yeah, she's pretty chill. Just a Florida banded water snake. Super common.
I haven't held her yet.
Super common snake species in Florida. Harmless, but they're often mistaken for water moccasins, but they are quite harmless.
Hi.
Similar to the water snakes that like my mom has on her farm, but she has like the northern version of these basically. The male's actually prettier.
She's pretty.
She's very pretty, but he's like
she's very chill.
High contrast. Yeah, she's super chill. Water snakes have a reputation as being these nasty snakes. And if you pick one up in the wild, then they are, because everything that picks them up in the wild normally tries to kill them. But
hide your face.
But once they realize that you don't want to hurt them, water snakes, in my experience, act like this. Like they're just super laid back.
It's not
snake.
Working.
She's too close to the camera.
I wanted them to see her face. And I'm sorry if my mom is still on here. Look at her.
She's got they've got really cool looking faces. And their scales are real like
dragon-like.
Rough, and they're
big.
Yeah, they're keeled, so that means they've got they come to a point at the top. But they just feel different. They feel like that's what a rattlesnake feels like.
If you've ever touched a rattlesnake, probably most people have not touched rattlesnakes, but that's what they feel like, is kind of rough, more dry feeling, even though snakes are always dry unless they've been in the water. They're not oily. They're not slimy like people think.
Wow, she's going to be cool to interact with.
Yeah. She's a little huffy too. I mean, she's a little stressed out right now.
Well,
So that's stressed out water snake. So
well, they can't see that.
She's just breathing a little heavy. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, she's not as chill as the water cobra. The water cobra's
no, but that
super chill,
snake is ridiculously chill.
But she's pretty chill. Yeah, she's pretty chill. And if you look at her belly's really cool too. She's got like really interesting pattern on her belly. She's a looker. And these are like considered like trash snakes. They're like I paid $50 for the pair.
Yeah.
And in this day and age, $50 for 2 snakes is like nothing. Back in the day, these snakes would have been like $10 a pop. So, but she is captive bred too. So she was born in captivity. The guy lives down in, I think, did he live in Bradenton, or he's a little further south? Maybe.
I thought he was north.
And he cut me a little bit of a deal, because when it comes to stuff like this, like people are like,
should I go put her back?
You can if you want.
Well, do you want to?
It doesn't matter.
She's getting wiggly.
She's
getting a little.
People are kind of into it for the.
You're okay.
You okay?
Yeah. Did you see her? It's okay.
She's just doing her water snake thing. All right, let's see what we got here. Yes, butt sweat. Yes, I heard the butt sweat conversation. 8 feet or longer. Not your water snakes, Mom. Maybe Reno. Sorry, that was probably really loud. Your black rat snakes might be a little bigger. Two of our snakes shed today too. Our black rat snake, or eastern rat snake, shed, and our jungle carpet python shed. Came home to that, and the water cobra shedding. So it's like everybody's getting their new suits right now.
She got a little huffy there. She's doing little hisses.
Yeah, Mom, water snakes aren't that big. Your black rat snakes probably get 6 feet. Maybe you might get. I have seen one 8-foot yellow rat snake, but it was abnormally large. But water snakes usually top out at about 3 feet, 2 or 3 feet. They're thick though. They get thicker, but they're not that long. JT, I got bit by a rattlesnake when I was a kid, so I struggle with snakes. Well, that would be unfortunate experience for sure. Both my mom, dad, and stepdad have all been bitten by copperheads, and I have not. I've never been bitten by a venomous snake, and I used to keep copperheads. I've worked with copperheads, but I didn't get bit. I was never bitten by them. So I don't know. I guess my day's coming, and at some point maybe.
Data bites me.
Yeah, but Data's not a venomous snake, so I've been bitten lots and lots and lots of times by non-venomous snakes. It's just not a big deal. All right, so and we found a person that builds PVC.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I'm telling you guys. You guys don't care about this, but
it was exciting.
It was a strange show. Like we pulled up and we were like, is there things going on here? There's nobody around.
Well, they had like signs to a parking lot.
That was not the right parking lot.
Well, I mean, it may have been. Like maybe they thought it was going to be busy and that's where they wanted people to park.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We drove to a much closer spot and there was like no signs though. So we followed some other people and it was the right spot.
Yeah.
But there was no indication of where to go.
Mm-mm. My mom's bite was a dry bite. That for those of you who are like, what does that mean? Like a wet burrito, a dry burrito? Snakes can determine how much venom they squeeze out of their venom glands when they bite you. And typically, venomous snakes don't want to inject venom into you if it's a defensive bite, because they need that venom for the main purpose, which is to get their food. If they waste it on you and they somehow survive that attack, then
they want to have that venom back up so they can still eat. And contrary to popular belief, this is a myth that baby snakes are more toxic than adult snakes. Have you ever heard that myth? That's a myth. That's not true. And or some people will say that they baby snakes can't control the amount of venom that they put into you. That's not true either. They absolutely can. I don't know what the origin of that myth is, but it's not correct.
I have to go take the dog out. I don't trust him.
Who let the dog out?
Do you trust him?
No, I don't trust him. No. JT, when it comes to snakes, I'm a wimp. Look, JT, that's fine, because when it comes to most things, I'm a wimp. So snakes is one of the few things that I'm not a wimp on. Reptiles, I'm good. Most other situations, I'm in the corner cowering. That's all right. I'm not ashamed. All right, so this is a cruise thing, right? Let's talk about cruising. What can we talk about with cruising? Having dinner night all. Hey, good night, Scott. Thanks for hanging out, man. And yeah, tell Kevin we said hello. Hello. We've had some new cruise ships at Tampa. Well, new Royal Caribbean ship, and I can't think of the name of it now. But it's not the Brilliance. It's not the Radiance. It's not I don't think it was a Serenade. Stacy says, my mom would turn off the TV if a snake was on it. She's terrified of them. I didn't have that issue. My mom would sit down and watch if there was a snake on the TV. It's funny because every now and then when I talk to kids or adults, sometimes adults, they'll ask me how I got into reptiles, and I'll say it's my mom's fault. She got me into reptiles. My dad is he doesn't dislike reptiles, but he's not a reptile guy. he's a more of a plant man, which I am not. Botany is not my forte. I have respect for plants, but I'm not really interested in them that much, other than, generally speaking. Why am I talking about plants now? Let's get into cruising, and then I start talking about plants. I don't know. So we've got the 2 cruises coming up. Not really coming up recently or soon, but September and November. And it's a long way off, but you know what? I need that time because I got to recoup my wellness at work. Do you guys have that? Do you guys have a hard time scheduling cruises because of work stuff? Usually I have the wellness. It's just getting work to allow me to take the time off, but I have kind of expended that. And then I had like a COVID week, I don't know, it's been a while now, but that really threw me off. So, JT, it's funny. Snakes scare me, but bad guys don't. See, I'm the exact opposite. And to be fair, JT, I think statistically I'm on the higher ground here. What do we have? Maybe like less than 5, maybe less than 1 fatality from snakes in the United States a year. I would suspect that the human caused fatalities are quite a bit higher, statistically speaking. Stacy, I get 15 days off at the start of each year. I mean, that's probably about where I'm at. I don't know. I earn let's see. I earn a little under a day every pay period. So there's 52 weeks in a year. So that's 26 days. Oh, that's more than that, isn't it? But that's also my sick time. So 26 days. And when I'm using it, I don't earn it. So probably more like about 24 days, 20, something like that, 23 days. I don't know. But a work week is 5 days. So that's 5, 10, 15. So that's like 3 weeks. And then so I get a little bit better than that. But again, that's all my time off is wrapped up in that, other than like the holidays that we're forced to take. But yeah. So it's not bad. I mean, I think for an American, I get a pretty good holiday package. For like an Australian or a Brit, then no, it's garbage. But that's how much I can do about that. So yeah. Here's something. Let me raise a controversy here. Went to a place called Tijuana Flats a couple times during this week. Good taco spot. If you're in Florida, you see a Tijuana Flats and you like hot sauce, they got like a hot sauce bar. You can get good. It's kind of Tex-Mex kind of stuff, really. But this is just one of those places now that they are asking you if you want to tip. This isn't really cruising related, but I've kind of decided to draw a line in the sand. I am 100% for tipping where service is provided and people's jobs depend on it. Like if I'm getting, like we went to Texas Roadhouse, we tip the waiter, that kind of thing. On the cruise, we tip. But when I walk up to a counter, because this is how Tijuana Flats works, I walk up to a counter and I order my food, okay? And then they just bring it out to me, and that's it. I don't feel like I should have to tip for that. I mean, am I wrong about that? I don't know. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Ed says, I get 5 weeks vacation. Wow. So getting off for a cruise is pretty easy. That's cool. That's nice. JT, that's why we get along so well. I know you got me when it comes to snakes and crocodiles, but you got me with the bad guys. That's true. That's a good point. I feel safe around JT. Captain Billy, after my trips to Texas next week, Arizona in July, Iowa in July, and my back-to-back cruises in October, I'll be down to 0 hours of leave from work. I have to wait until January until I have 40 hours of leave. So yours, see, mine's a cruise. I earn it as I go, and it doesn't just reset for me, which has its ups and downs, I suppose. But that's pretty good. Does that, Captain Billy, does that include, is your sick time included in that, or is that like a separate bank? I wish my sick time was a separate bank, because I don't get sick hardly ever where I miss work. Like it's pretty rare for me. But I hate wasting wellness on sick days when I'm like, that could be vacation time. But I'm also the kind of person who feels very strongly that if you're sick, you should not go to work. And it puts me in a real bind with that mentality. Stacy, mine don't accumulate. I just have that much time. That's all I get too, except for 6 holidays. I'm on salary, so make the same regardless. Okay. All right. That's cool. Captain, we have Tijuana Flats here in Pensacola. Ate there once. It was all right. Yeah. I mean, I like it. I'm not a big fan of Chipotle. I don't really like Chipotle or Moe's that much. I do prefer Tijuana Flats over those, mostly because I like their hot sauce bar. But it's all right. I'd say I wouldn't like, if you were coming to Florida, I wouldn't like be looking it up. But if you're looking for a decent, fairly priced taco or wet burrito, I would say, if you see one, go by there. JT, I agree with you, Matt. Right? I mean, look, hey, hello, Brian. Bombini, Brian. If people are only making enough money that they're depending on tips, like in jobs like you're a wait staff or something, and you are providing a service, I am 100% down with that. I kind of wish that wasn't our culture, but I'm absolutely willing to accommodate for that. But when I'm ordering food, like come on, why do I need to tip you in that scenario? Really? Captain earns 6.14 hours of leave per pay period. Yeah, I mean, I would be at 8, but they changed it. So it's like 7 point something. But I've been at the aquarium for 11 years. So I've worked myself up to that point. Your leave is accrued too, Captain. Sick time is separate. Oh, well, it's not too bad. Plus, I get all the federal holidays and 8 hours of personal time. That's cool. I like that. I earn 3.07 hours of sick leave for every 2 weeks. That would be plenty for me unless I have something really, severe happen, which obviously could, but knock on wood. I've only been out for an extended period once when my appendix ruptured, and that wasn't at the aquarium. That was at a science center I used to work at. And I missed like 2 weeks of work for that.
What are we talking about?
Sick time.
What have we talked about?
Vacation, tipping. JT's not afraid of bad guys, but he's not comfortable around snakes and crocodilians. And that's why we get along so well, because like he's got my back with the bad guys. I got his back with the herps. So he's got the perps. I got the herps.
I probably should have stayed out.
If that went over anybody's head, herps is herpetology. That's reptiles and amphibians. So we call them herps, not herpes.
Did you say hi to Brian?
I did say hi to Brian.
Oh, that's cool. Hi, Brian.
Yeah, I did say hi
we
to
talked
Brian.
about Tijuana Flats.
Well, I was talking about tipping. I don't know. It just popped into my head how I've kind of drawn the line in the sand about tipping. Like I'm not tipping places like Tijuana Flats anymore.
Right.
And even though I have to literally hit, I'm not tipping you right in your face. I'm putting my big boy pants on and drawing the line.
That, Tijuana Flats is actually a little more servicey than like Five Guys.
Because they will occasionally come out and offer you a refill.
Well, they ask how your meal is.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't need.
Oh no, I'm not saying you should tip them. I'm just saying, as far as that type of.
Yeah, Five Guys, they don't do any of that.
And you get flies in your food.
And they want you to tip. Yeah. Stacy, I don't tip at your example. Yeah, right. I mean, come on. Look, if you want me to tip, then you have to be doing something more than like a retail clerk at a store, because they probably deserve it more anyway. But my mom says we have a new pizza place in Jeff City named Papo's. Very much like Happy Joe. So good. Oh, Happy Joe's was good. It was in St. Louis. That's where you went when you were a little kid. In my generation, you went to Happy Joe's. Happy Joe's had a pizza parlor, an ice cream parlor, and an arcade. And by arcade, I mean like a sit-down Pong game. And then eventually they moved into like Pac-Man, and they had like 4 machines or something. But they had a siren on the ceiling. So when you went there for your birthday, like the siren went off. It was like the Doppler effect in the restaurant. And it was like the cool place to have your birthday. But when I was a kid, McDonald's was a cool place to have your birthday. My McDonald's by me when I was a kid was didn't have a drive-through. It was not a standalone building. They eventually changed that. But when I was a little kid, and it had an under the sea theme. Like I had birthdays at McDonald's, and it was in the birthday section, which was just a big booth area with like a big underwater painting with all the McDonald's characters with like diving suits on.
Oh, that's cool.
In Missouri. So it's like they knew. Stacy says, I've been working at the same place for almost 9 years, and 3 weeks vacation is the most I can ever get. Well, that's not awesome.
I just hit my 8-year Florida-versary.
Did you? Your Florida-versary.
Florida-versary.
Okay. Wow.
I moved to Florida 8 years ago. Maybe today? It was either today or the 10th. Let's ask Facebook.
My mom says they bring it to the table, we tip. May
12th.
I mean,
oh, no,
look, Tijuana Flats brings it to the table, but you order up there. It's not like a full service restaurant. they got to do more than just bring it to the table. Because you know what? They could call my name. They call my name and I go, and then they walk it over. I could just go up and get it and save the tip. Captain says, I miss Happy Joe's. Oh, you had Happy Joe's too? We had one when I lived in Iowa. I didn't know it was a chain. Ours just closed like in St. Louis. They just closed it like in the last couple of years, I think. Sandy's Delight was awesome. It was like pepperoni and green chilies. Shakey's was great too. I've heard of Shakey's. I've never been to one. Showbiz Pizza was the ultimate place to celebrate your birthday. Yes, I had some birthdays at Showbiz. Showbiz was like pre-Chuck E. Cheese.
Now I want pizza.
You're hungry? I'm still full from dinner. You're hungry? Oh, I've also been eating like nuts and stuff though. So
I have brownie.
oh, you do have brownies, yeah. All right.
I didn't have time to eat my brownie. You wanted to look at houses.
JT says, okay, I need to go head to bed. Been up since 2:45. Oh, 2:45. That's like military talk, isn't it? I hit my forehead on the keyboard. It hurt. Well, good night, JT. We'll let you know how the house search goeth.
And when we find one, we will have a cookout because I like hot dogs.
Captain says, nice, Kimbra. I moved to Florida 7 years this past March.
Nice.
When we were on our cruise.
Yeah, May 10th was my 8-year Florida anniversary.
I don't know what month I moved to Florida, but it was like I don't even know what year. It was either 97 or 98 that I moved to Florida. One of those.
I won't tell you how old I was at that time.
I mean, I was in my 20s. I know. Don't even go there.
I was in my.
I don't even. Such fun. All right. Gina, I get 3 weeks paid vacation, but I can take unpaid time off pretty much whenever I want, as long as my work gets done. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I'd be all right with that. We have a sit-down Pong arcade game in my office. Oh, that's cool. Huh. So here's a crazy thing. Like years ago when I was working at the Science Center, I taught like a circuitry class, which was weird because I'm not like a circuitry kind of, that's not the kind of nerd I am. But I taught it. I soldered. I learned and I taught soldering. And the kids made a Pong game. Like literally a little circuit board with some solders and some little thingy madoodles. I don't remember what they're called. And it was a flippin' Pong game. You could hook it up to the old TV and play Pong. And I'm like, this was probably a multi-$1,000 machine at one point, and you guys just built it in a kit with my instruction in like a day. It's interesting. Sorry about the typos. No problem. Love you too, JT. Good night. Good night. We're probably not far behind. It is 9:39.
Yeah, I'm getting what I call tired.
But let's drink rum. I'm getting what I call tired. Look, if you're a fan of British comedy, we've been watching a show. I've seen it before, but we're watching it again. You've seen most of it or some of it, right? It's called Miranda. You can watch it for free on Tubi. It is an amazingly hilarious show if you like British humor, and it's also kind of a more, I don't know, it came out in the 2010s, I think. I think it was the 2010s. So
yeah,
it's not ancient.
I feel like there was a reference for like 2007 or something somewhere in there.
There's an American sort of version of it that's kind of current.
It's called Call Me Kat.
Call Me Kat, but the British one is better.
It is.
It's just funny. It's just funny. If you like British comedy, just watch 1 or 2 episodes. They're only like 28 minutes long or something like that.
Yeah, they're what we call short shows.
And
I didn't even mean that one to be a thing.
No, yes.
We have long shows and short shows.
Yes, but it's quite good. And if you want more of a drama, kind of comedy drama, I'd say it's a comedy drama. Yeah. A really good show. It just makes me feel comfortable. It's called Doc Martin. Not like the boot, but
the doctor.
But the doctor takes place in a small fishing village
Called Portwin.
in oh my goodness, Cornwall, England. Very nice show, very good show, very funny show as well, and very, I don't know, it just puts me in like it's like what do you call like comfort food? It's like a comfort show. I think
part of it is the music.
It is just very relaxing, but it's funny. I'd say it's like,
oh yeah,
it's a comedy, but it's a little bit of a drama comedy. Like it's not like slapstick crazy comedy like a lot of British stuff. Well, neither is Miranda really. It's got moments, I guess, but it's not like Monty Python level slapstick or something. But it's good. It's quite good.
Talking about these shows makes me think of Jonathan Creek.
Oh yeah, I love
Jonathan Creek is great.
Stacy says 3 weeks isn't great, but I do work remotely, so I can work from anywhere there's internet connection. That's a big advantage. Captain British comedy fan here. Keeping up appearances. Yes. Are you being served? Yes. My favorite show of all time, Captain, Red Dwarf. And close behind that is Blackadder. Very close behind that, as a matter of fact. But yes, and of course, Monty Python, great stuff. Pixels is also good, newer British comedy dealing with gaming. Oh, I'm not familiar with that one. I will look into that. Pixels.
Oh, Dead Pixels.
Dead Pixels?
He fixed it later.
Dead Pixels. Okay. We will keep an eye out for that.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Larry.
Hi, Larry.
Haven't seen you in a bit. How are you doing up there in Canada? Oh, Canada. Just dropping by to say hi. Been busy with Reno's on our way.
I think that's Reno's renovations.
Oh, okay. I'm like, the dog? Reno's right here. And Reno's, you're on your way to Canada. We're shipping you off to Canada, out to mother-in-law's. Hope all is well. All is well, Larry. Hope all is well with you. Thank you for stopping by, buddy. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay. I think we're kind of at the end.
Do you think Reno would like Canada?
I think Reno would love Canada. Who wouldn't love Canada? Canada's an awesome country.
The only downside to
I'm
Canada
a fan of Canada
is the temperature.
And look at that. As we say, Canada's awesome, and Michael Ann shows up.
How many more Canadians can we get in? If we say Canada 3 times, will we get 3 more Canadians? Hello, Michael Ann, and welcome.
Yeah, we are actually probably signing off pretty soon, but we do like our international friends, and
it was over 80 degrees today.
Wow. Okay. That's hot for Canada. I would live in Canada the only thing is I would miss like my alligators and stuff, but
if it weren't for like the winter, I would be fine with Canada.
There's a lot I like about Canada.
I've never
honestly
been to Canada.
I haven't either, but I mean, I just knowing what I know of Canada, there's a lot that
Larry said
is
it's
a positive.
82. Yeah, but it's not like 82 in January. So
Minnesota, almost Canadians. Yes, but you don't have healthcare, free healthcare. But yes, that's true. You're almost up there in Canada.
Yeah.
In the Minnesota. Okay, there, Minnesota. But do you guys say sorry as much? I don't know. That's probably a stereotype. Oh, that's a stereotype of the Canadians there.
True. Canadian winters can suck. Yeah. I'm just not ready for that. I mean, I moved from Indiana to get away from that, and Canada is probably much worse.
Yeah, people could move to Indiana to get away from the Canadian winter.
That's true. Windows
Brian
security.
Says Canada is great to visit. Yeah, I would like to visit Canada. Someday I'll go on like a northern cruise.
Yeah,
I'm not sure which coast it'll be on.
It's just hard to get out of the Caribbean.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say I'm not as big of a fan of your animals. No offense. It's nothing personal.
I would like to see a moose.
I mean, it's fine. I
want to pet a bear.
But I'm definitely a tropical animal guy. Like even like polar bears are fine. Like whales and orcas and all that, they're fine. But I don't get as excited about those as I do like tropical stuff for whatever reason. I don't know why. Although I would be quite stoked to see a basking shark or a Greenland shark.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be right up there with my Caribbean stuff. A colossal squid, but nobody really sees colossal squids. I don't think people really see Greenland sharks either. So, you guys got some pretty cool invertebrates though, in the oceans.
Starfish.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you meant?
Well, and sea anemones
yeah.
and sea urchins, all that big, beautiful, bright stuff in the freezing cold water of Canada.
I'm tired. Goodness.
My mom says Canada is beautiful. We visited when we cruised to Alaska. Oh yeah, and Captain Billy, a narwhal. That would be high on my list. Okay, you're changing my mind a little bit about. I don't know. Are narwhals Canadian though?
Are narwhals
Canadian? In Canadian water?
Oh,
I mean, they probably are at the Canadian border somewhere. I'm not super familiar with their range specifically.
Are narwhals Canadian?
Resident sea lions. Sea lions, yeah, I mean, pinnipeds are okay.
That was not. I was expecting like a really fun cartoon of a Canadian narwhal.
You're expecting like a narwhal eating poutine or something like that, or playing hockey.
Yeah, like I needed something. So don't Google it. Nothing good comes up. But
nothing bad comes up either. Like it could be much worse.
No, I mean it's just narwhals.
The truth about narwhals.
Yeah, Matt, you're gonna have to draw our narwhals Canadian.
There should be a Canadian. If narwhals are in Canada as part of their range, there should be a hockey team that are like the narwhals.
Over the summer months, the Canadian Arctic is home to about 90% of the world's narwhal population.
They need a hockey team. There probably is one. I just don't know it. But there's not one in the NHL. But I mean, that's okay. There's a lot more hockey than the NHL.
Narwhal.
Right? Maybe hockey. Narwhals have dual citizenship.
Narwhals, Virginia Beach, Virginia.
What? There's no narwhals in Virginia.
Narwhals Cambridge hockey team.
Oh, there's a hockey team in Virginia? That's stupid. You don't have narwhals in Virginia. You can't own that. I feel like if you have a team named after an animal, that animal needs to live, or at least have lived in your area. Like Jacksonville can get away with the Jaguars because there was a historical time when Jaguars were in Jacksonville. It's just a long time ago.
Yep. Look at that.
Look at that. That is the meanest looking narwhal I've ever seen.
That is a narwhal of anger.
See, now I don't like that narwhal. No. That when people draw the narwhal and they don't do the tooth right, it bothers me.
Oh, look at that narwhal.
Miami narwhals. No. There's no narwhals in Miami. Dolphins is a great name for them.
Okay, hold on. I have to show everyone.
No, that's wrong.
But I still have to show.
No.
Yes.
That is a very inaccurate portrayal of a narwhal.
But it's cute.
It's wrong.
It's a narwhal playing hockey.
Yeah, but narwhals don't have a horn. They have a tusk.
It also kind of looks like a whale. Like it's like a unicorn whale.
Is its tail going the right way? I got in trouble for drawing a narwhal tail the wrong way.
I'm not sure what its tail, because it's
their tails are backwards.
Well, that's not backwards.
No, but that's not. Yeah, narwhal tails are really weird. I found that out when I drew one wrong, and a coworker corrected me, and I learned about narwhal tails.
I don't think the narwhal hockey team has the right tail either.
No, that looks like a fish tail.
I'm going to look up narwhal.
You're going to look up narwhal tails?
No, just narwhal. Okay.
Somehow this random conversation we have. Oh, there they go. They dropped off. I was going to say we had our highest numbers.
What?
Our numbers were climbing. I'm like, how are our numbers climbing when we're talking about narwhals
Playing
and playing hockey?
Canadian hockey playing
As soon as I
narwhals.
said that, the numbers went. Show us the correct one now, Matt, so we will be happy.
All right, let's
pull up a narwhal and yeah, just pull up one of those pictures. You
Like
can
this
see the
one?
tails like all weird.
that one or a different one,
Either one of those.
like a more accurate one.
I mean,
Like a
those are
closer-
all photographs.
Well, I mean,
so
like a closer one, or like
Oh.
that batch of them.
I think any of those are fine.
Okay.
You're gonna see it. The narwhal tail is weird. It's an anomaly. There's reasons for it that it's adapted that way, which I can't tell you because I'm not a narwhal person. But the person who corrected me, I'm sure, could give you a full dissertation on why the narwhal's tail is shaped that way. But you see, it kind of goes like most whale tails, kind of bow in. It kind of bows out. It's weird. I mean, but we're talking about an animal with a tooth tusk, so. Weird is a relative expression. Narwhal 101. Yes. Hey, Dan. Don Beanie, Dan. Holy cow, did I make it in time or part of it? Well, you're right at the end,
Yeah,
actually,
we're about
Dan.
to jump off. We were going to get off, and then we started talking about Canadians, and then we started talking about narwhals being Canadian, and then we started talking about narwhals being Canadian and playing hockey.
Well, Dan likes hockey. So, Blaine says they do have beavers, so that should start building. They should start building Buc-ee's in Canada as well.
I'd like
That's fair.
Buc-ee's that's not like 3 hours away.
Yeah, they've extended into Florida, but they're not.
Daytona, but that's still too far. Or
Yeah,
Jacksonville, which is also too far.
Which is even further. Yeah. We're getting a Jack in the Box in Orlando.
Are we?
Mm-hmm.
When?
I don't know, but I saw that at some point. I don't know when, but it's on its way.
I was really excited for Del Taco, and then last time we went, it was extremely disappointing.
It's not the same Del Taco I grew up with.
Yeah.
I can tell you that. It's Smell Taco. It's okay, but it's just like it's not what it used to be.
But it's exciting
changed.
to have.
You've changed, Del Taco. You've changed.
It's exciting to have the White Castle.
Yes.
White Castle is something that I didn't eat very often, but I had it back in Indiana, and then I came down here and it was gone, and I didn't care that much. But it's one of those things where it's like when you can't have it, you wish you could.
Yeah, I like White Castles quite a bit, so I'm happy to see a White Castles down here. Although they need more than two.
Yeah,
they have two, right? Or no, there's two Del Tacos. There's one White Castle.
One White Castle.
They need more because the line there is ridiculous. I bet you they want you to tip at White Castle too.
Captain Billy says 30 minutes to his Buc-ee's.
Oh, that's not bad.
We got a bunch of Jack in the Boxes here. This is Eric.
Yeah, I mean, they were all over the place in St. Louis, but not down here. They will be
Vegas
soon.
Golden Knights.
That's his hockey team.
Yeah.
Likes
work schedule these days. I had a listener of my podcast ask about you two. Oh, cool.
Okay.
I used to love Del Taco. I had never heard of Del Taco until an episode of Big Bang Theory. And then I desperately wanted to try Del Taco. So when I went to Vegas, we went to Del Taco, and it was good.
We had one Del Taco when I was like a teenager, and it was like in this. Actually, I think there were
Long
two.
John Silver's. Oh, I miss Long John Silver's so much. Matt won't go there.
It's seafood.
It's not. They have chicken.
That's been frying in the seafood stuff. You can go there. It's a fast food place. You can just get what you want, and then we'll go somewhere else.
Well,
and sometimes there's Long John Silver's mixed with A&W's.
I know there's one on Feller.
I like it. That's another restaurant that used to be really good when I was a kid, and then they changed, and they're all right, but they're not the same as they used to be. Back when they had the phones at the booths, and you'd call in your order, and then they'd walk, and you didn't tip then. Like you'd literally call from a booth phone, and you didn't get. Anyway.
All right, Matt. I think it's time to jump off of here.
All right.
Finish prepping our houses.
I haven't seen anything from Sean. I don't know if they're going live tonight
I don't
or
know.
not. But yes,
we need to keep looking for houses so we can find more to visit tomorrow. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. So this was fun. Like we said last week, we're probably just going to keep doing like regular lives like tonight until we get moved in, and then we'll maybe try and get back on the podcast format again. Kenny had his first A&W this week. A&W is the first place with bacon cheeseburgers. That's where
they have cheese curds.
That's where I fell in love with the bacon cheeseburger. They didn't have cheese curds when I was a kid, but I do like cheese curds. Anyway, but yeah, thank you guys so much, and we will catch you guys next week. Maybe we'll know where we're gonna live. Hopefully,
that'd be cool.
That'd be real cool.
It'd be nice if we could get that taken care of.
It'd be great.
And then we can start packing. Oh, we have a lot of stuff.
We gotta get boxes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Cheers.
Cheerio.
And cinnamon toast crunch.